What is Iberia Business Class like? Iberia, the national flag carrier of Spain, is one of the best value ways to fly from Europe to North, Central and South America. But how good is their business class, and is it worth the extra cost and points? Well, come with me as I fly 10 hours from San Jose in Costa Rica to Madrid to find out. I'll show you what you can expect, share my honest opinions, and explain how I used points to secure this flight for less than £100. Yes, this flight cost me less than £100 hard cash. Let's get into it. Now, I'm not going to focus on the airport experience at San Jose as this isn't really in Iberia's control. Suffice to say that from my experience, airports in this part of the world are functional but pretty basic. Don't expect luxury lounges or VIP experiences, but there's only so much Iberia can do about this. But moving on, this flight was operated on one of their new A350 aircraft. However, Iberia operate a near identical seat across all their long-haul aircraft, so no need to worry with Iberia about whether you'll get a good or bad business class seat. With Iberia, they're all the same. The seat is simple and understated, but comfy. The cabin is laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration with all seats having direct aisle access and fully lay-flat beds. You won't find closing doors or flashy fixtures, but this is a robust and comfortable seat. At your seat, you'll find a pillow, a blanket, a mattress cover, and an amenity kit filled with pretty standard but welcome goodies. A menu and welcome drinks are soon to follow for you to enjoy and peruse whilst the rest of the passengers board. So what's on today's menu? Well, let's take a look. Feel free to pause for more detail. A decent range of Spanish dishes and wines and plenty of choice, which is great to see. And yes, plenty of carver on offer. Food orders taken, hot towels used, then on with the seatbelt sign and it's time for takeoff. Entertainment on this aircraft took the form of an 18.5-inch touchscreen TV with noise-cancelling headphones. The screens worked and the options were okay. Award-winning? No, but enough choice in movies and TV shows to keep most people occupied. Basic Wi-Fi is free for Iberia Plus members, with other packages available to buy. But now it's time for the important part, the food. As this was an evening flight, there was no post-departure drink service and the crew got straight into preparing dinner. First up, we have marinated chicken salad with pumpkin sauce and a fresh glass of cava and a choice of warm bread. Can I just say that this was delicious and well beyond what I expected. A solid start. Main course took the form of grilled beef tenderloin with mushroom sauce. Now the term grilled beef didn't fill me with optimism, but again, pleasantly surprised. Pretty tender and it hit the spot I needed it to. Finally was a passion fruit cheesecake and one last top up of cava before bed. It was tasty enough, but I couldn't get over the fact that it looked like a school dessert. Surely this could have been made to look a little bit more exciting. All in all though, it was all tasty enough. It was then getting pretty late and I was ready to try and get some sleep, so made up the bed. I don't know a good way of filming the bed when it's so dark, but this was comfy with a great pillow and plenty of space. Just enough time for one last episode of White Lotus, and then it was time for bed. After a surprisingly long 4 to 5 hour sleep, well, long for me, it was then time to wake up ready for breakfast, which took the form of pancakes, fruits, a croissant and a fresh latte. There were definitely worse ways to wake up than this. Before we knew it, it was then time for the cabin to be cleared, the seatbelt signs to be turned on, and then a watch our descent into a very wet looking Madrid. But what are my conclusions? This flight cost me just 42,500 Avios and £92. A comparable flight by distance from British Airways in business class would require between 2 to 3 times the amount of cash and Avios for a comparable service and a potentially worse product. Iberia is one of the best value ways to use your Avios to secure business class seats to cross the Atlantic. There may be nothing award-winning about this product, but it's comfortable, consistent, tasty, and a great way